Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Benin really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And he's had it nicked away. Now he's got space here. Neatly clipped into space. Brahim Diaz. And he's only too happy to take that back. Looking for the run. And that pass just didn't quite work. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get it through? It's a promising position, and he's definitely onside. Takes aim and crosses. Rodri. Pull it. Rodri, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Singo. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Opts for safety.
Benin definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And it's Salah, looking to play him in. And this is Hullet. Elects to... Chance for a shot! It is a fantastic goal! A finish right from the top draw!
But pour l'équipe d'Égypte. Après 24 minutes de jeu.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
There you go. That's what happens when you've got top-class talent.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Salah. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Towering header! And no mistake! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark.
Après 29 minutes de jeu par...
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And this is Marmouche. Hangs one in. He leaps for it. And that was very necessary. And he's picked it up out wide. And this is Mohamed Salah. Ball is over the line. Delivered low. Egypt heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And it's Diaz. Meunier. Brahim Diaz. Gullit. Gullit going face-to-face with his great rival. Great chance! Fantastic from Marmouche! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're threatening to fly away here! He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Egypt find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
That has not gone well. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Brahim Diaz. Now Singo. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Meunier. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Gullit with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Nicely weighted ball. No, that's been intercepted. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Egypt absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Egypt will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And we're already back up and running after half-time. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, important interception.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, some tackle that. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Ayagun. He's found... Can he finish? And for sure, that was not one of his best. Rodri is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Singo. Gullit looking to add to his goal. Rodri. Brahim Diaz. Gay. This is a promising build-up. And it's Hakimi. Knocks it into space. He has a look up. And Marmouche! Oh, wow! That's crazy! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Egypt are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And he's intervened well there.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Marmoush is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
And this is Marmoush! Marmoush! And that has flown over.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Koulibaly. Benatia calmly anticipates. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Brahim Diaz. Plays the return pass. Shifted it to the flank. Time and again they are repelled. Rodri can so cleverly bypass the press. And the through ball. Salah. Egypt have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Hakimi plays it short. Benin are looking to go forward now. That is lovely. Big chance! He's put it wide.
Changement. Le numéro 19.
Benin choosing to make the first change.
Le numéro 20. Le numéro 12.
Ayakun. Gay. And it's Diaz. Rodri. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Gullit makes a move down the right. And this is Mohamed Salah. Can he get on the end of this? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Aimed beyond the defence. They're urging him to shoot. Chance to deliver. He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. That's a good ball out wide. He is through here. Well, played right into his path. Oh, look at this. Shot at goal! And the ball's come loose here. Mounier. That is ended up in no man's land. Gay, Marmouche, Benatia.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
He's a sharp little ball here. Pings in across. Cleared away. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's in a great position here. Real chance! And it's in!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Changement pour l'Égypte. Le numéro 9. Le numéro 10.
And that's that. Egypt can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it. And they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Je voudrais vous signaler simplement que vous pouvez, si vous le souhaitez, retrouver les commentaires en direct de ce match sur la radio FM du club.
Someone win. Oh yeah. I'm gonna score 10 goals.
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Mbappe! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Madrid couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I really like the look of this fella, Endrick, here. He's a great finisher, he's a great dribbler, he's a wonderful link-up player, he's a smart presser, he's capable of playing a bit deeper. This guy has got the lot. It's not fair.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. It's Ibrahimovic! And he has kept it out somehow.
Ibrahimovic is offering a right smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Gullit with the short one. And the shot! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Endrick. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff! Loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Desai is there, and he can pick it up. Turns back here, probably the best option. Carreras. Can he get it through?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
18 minutes to score 1 goal.
Valverde. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Endrick. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Good ball over the top. And the shot! And a big finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So that's real chance.
7 to go, 7 to go, 7 to go.
It's there.
7 to go, 7 goals to go.
In a trice, and they are soaring. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Madrid really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Courtois clears. Now it's Goulet. Gullit. Nicely aimed pass. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Now it's Endrick. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. That has not gone well.
Such good technique.
And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Depend on Davis, so he can
Well,
get
you might think
free
he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Valverde! Tries a deft little ball. Impressive jump!
And that's it.
Goal!
Oh, and good.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So could they be onto something here? Engages and forces him off the ball. That's a shade optimistic. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Endrick. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance! And that's a good finish.
6 to go, 6 goals to go.
Flying, a vast presence, and there is no stopping him. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And Cruyff! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played out towards the right wing. Aimed beyond the defence. Decent chance! And the
Mbappe
keeper
hit.
has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Madrid really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Rodri can get it clear. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. No foul, says the referee. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's on his own! Takes a shot!
Oh, yes,
Well, now
look
it's a
at
race for the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
that. You score 5 for half time.
But it's Thuram.
No chance.
That's the end of the first 45.
Well, I think it's pretty much ideal so far, Peter. They won't be happy about conceding, but other than that, it's been really plain sailing.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess. Down to business again. Gullit gets a foot in here. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Ball swung in. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Mbappe. Foot in. And here's Ibrahimovic. Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Good pressure, determined, intense. And claimed it back swiftly. Mbappe. Carreras. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's got away. It's a goal kick. Ibrahimovic being hounded, manhandled at times.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally, they've decided to single him out.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Endrick. Looking for the run. And he's in on goal. And a chance! He's got a goal! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this?
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short.
Coming on to replace him is
And it's gone backward here. And the pass is intercepted. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And it's Cruyff. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Oh, well,
Lam kept his eye on it, and he's there.
maybe.
Now it's Neymar. Oh, nicely intercepted. Goulet. Pull it. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
substitution on the field. Number 9, Endrin. Coming on the field is
Cross into the box.
number 7.
Courtois deals with that nice and simple. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Thinks about the shot. Cross in, looks like a good one.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Valverde. Carreras. Rudiger. Valverde. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for options for movement. Goulet's cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Pull it. It's a pretty loose pass. 75 minutes played. That is good alertness. Mateus. And it's Bernardo Silva. And he's managed to get free. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Neymar. Madrid have reclaimed it. Mateus. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now there's a find, and a shot! Desailly. And here's Mbappe. Shot, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pull it. There's a sharp little ball here. Cruyff has created one goal already. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. This is the time you need that pace.
That is good progress on the left. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, they can break here. Cruyff. Oh, that is a nice touch. Bernardo Silva. A probing pass. Cruyff with the chance for a shot! It's a goal!
Unless I did 5. Unless I did 5, I couldn't do 10. I couldn't do 10 at all.
They continue to do their
Second half is just, they smashed me.
That is so good, such sharp skills.
I mean, I'm
such
wondering,
a
but
delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And here's Mbappe, Ibrahimovic, and the finish! Big moment, massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So, a breakthrough already. And he's forced to go back. Koke. Baina. Llorente. And Simeone. Now it's Alvarez. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lam. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Mateus. And it's Cruyff. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Lam, Rafael Varane, Rodri, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Desai, and it's Varane. That's a good ball out wide. Mateus, somewhat off target. Koke, Lookman, great defending, strong and determined. And it's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Gullit goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Ibrahimovic. Elects to... And a header! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Baina. Now, chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. That's a goal kick. Rodri. And here's Mbappe. Koke. Desai. And here's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Simeone. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Desai. Mateus. Passing is crisp and sharp. To Lam. Rodri. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Thinks about the shot. Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Half-time coming up and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And here's Mbappe, Mateus, and into the grateful arms of the keeper. Llorente, Alvarez chasing after it, Mateus, Lookman.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Rafael Varane. Rodri is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Lookman. Lookman gets on his bike and on the move. Cruyff. Bullet. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's the end of the first 45. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Lovely feet. And Hullet! Ruud Hullet! Beyond special! What a player! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
And now he has 2. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Koke. This is a promising build-up. And Simeone, he's through here. He's being urged to shoot. And he's quick to get rid. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Mbappe. It's a promising position. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him, a smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. Desailly, always a very imposing presence at the back. Rodri. Cruyff. Looking for the run. That looks a cracking ball. Out of play for a goal kick. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Lahm. Bullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking for options for real chance! And that's a tidy finish. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Okay. That's Lee Kang-in. And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Biner. Bullet. Thuram, the man that is tenacity personified. Desailly. Rodri. And it's Ibrahimovic. Biner.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Lahm. Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Ibrahimovic!
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And he's there to make the challenge. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11, el dorsal 10 serán sustituidos por El dorsal 54. El dorsal 5.
And it's Llorente. Mbappe, chance here to counter. Ibrahimovic under intense pressure.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And here's Cruyff. Threads one in. That's the keeper's ball. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Thuram. Mateus. Thuram. Hullet. Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Cruyff. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Lahm. He's picked his way through. Musso claims it without any fuss. Pubil. 4 extra minutes added on. Tries to pass it through. Cardozo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mateus. Thuram. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win, they will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Ibrahimovic taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Sheffield definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.